Hey there, and welcome back to Cursed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we struggle through the toughest challenges around. And this one that we're doing is one that jumped the gun a little bit for me. People recommended it to me on Discord very highly, and it was actually posted just today on Cranberry God's channel on YouTube. I managed to avoid watching that episode, so that's good. But everyone on Discord was like, hey, this run is impossible. We need to get Dusk to play it. So here I am. I'm jump starting another couple runs that I should be recording right now instead in order to get to this one. So, because I'm pretty hyped for it. Hopefully, it provides a significant challenge. So, yeah, before I review anything here, let me kind of give you an idea of what's going on. Basically, people, anyone is playing who plays Monster Train at Covenant 25 with no mutators. As you're playing the game, if you run into any runs that seem impossible or otherwise like you have no idea how to solve them, how to come out victorious, then make a challenge out of them. You can click the Create Challenge button, give me these 3 words that identify the challenge, and I will run it through for you. So then I'll explain based on that how I would approach things, what the solutions are that I see, and how I avoid losing. Because I believe every single run of Monster Train is possible without prior insight, even the absolute most cursed things, and I really want you all to test me on that. So, I've also heard that some other very good players lost on this run after attempting it from seeing Cranberry's video, which has me even more excited. So we're going to have to see what they show us. As of today, we are on a 10-0 win streak on this particular pseudo series. We had an extremely risky and difficult set of decisions on Ring 1 in the previous episode, and then ultimately that panned out and led into a pretty straightforward endless bogfly chrysalis run with primordium being fed to it, and ended up working out pretty well. The real nuance to that one was I was told that it was very hard on Ring 1, and the person didn't know what the run looked like afterwards because they just could not imagine how you would get past it. So we got past it and then solved the rest of the run out because what am I going to do? Quit the run after showing what I wanted to show? So no, we're going to play it out. So that brings us to, like I said, 10-0, and hopefully we continue that. As some nuance here, I said pseudo series. It's because these get recorded in between other episodes, so this is being recorded after some Train of Thought episodes that haven't gone live yet, so I'm tracking everything separately. It's a little bit tricky to go and line things up otherwise normally, so these do get recorded pretty soon afterwards, though. So as soon as I get the seed, I will record this episode for it, and based on that, we will go from there. And I'll post them kind of in the next slot that makes sense. So that's basically what we're working with. Let's see what we have. I already know what the champion is because I can see the little icon. I'm not looking forward to it. We're back to Tethys Gaming. Tethys is always a bad start. I think there are, if I'm trying to imagine a run that kills me early game, it's pretty much Tethys, right? Tethys with bad unit drafts. So I don't know. You can usually muscle out with something, but I'm thinking like the worst case you see, Armor Shark and Icy Silliphite or something, and I don't know. Usually you can find something. But there are cases where Tethys is a nightmare early game, and you have to invest way more resources than you want in order to survive, and that puts you way behind in the late game. Because you want to be using your early game to advance your late game strategy. So when you're doing the opposite, when the early game hurts you because you're spending money or burning pack shards or something to survive, then it's a problem. So I assume something like that happens here. I don't know. Maybe it's another run where they show me Founding Seal and no incant units. That'd be pretty sad, but we'll see. Torch is at least a good starter. I do like Torch. I think if you showed me Queen's Impling here, I might feel even worse, because then I couldn't reasonably do incant on this run. At least with this, I can self-ping, and it's not too terrible. Hellhorned units are good, so we should be fine there. I don't know, we'll see. If everyone most people died in the first, well, I don't know. Let's look at these scores. This is a 47k. That's probably a death on the Divinity, I think, with some boss damage done. So maybe this died in Relentless. That's interesting. And then, let's see, this 38k, that's probably a Seraph kill, or maybe a Seraph death, possibly. This 2,200, this is a loss on ring 2, it looks like, because you get at least 1,000 from ring 1. Yeah, it's a death on ring 2. I think the only information I had was that Cranberry lost early. He didn't make it past ring 2. So I'm assuming this bottom fellow is Cranberry. I can understand, bad starters, maybe you get a little tilted by it and you just kind of send it on the run. Just go next. I mean, at that point, if you're just not feeling it, you just kind of top right it and hopefully see a better run afterwards. But yeah, that's everything I caught for you. Let's not spend any more time chatting about it, and let's just see how bad this is. All right, let's go. Okay, I hope you're all doing well today. Oh, interesting. Someone else is running this at the same time as me. That's always exciting. All right, we have default Stygian with default Hellhorned. We have Rage Talos, Rage Arcus, and Sap Seraph with Helical Crystallis, Fortify, and Ice Storm. Now, this person made it past Battle 3. That's always exciting. These are good starter cards. It's a good conduit line if I had to take it. Fortify's nice. Protect Tethys Gaming, pretty much. Keep her alive a little longer. You can do some fun stuff there. I mean, it's not a good intrinsic target to save her, but at least it does something. These are also really good for incants, so yeah, it's a pretty decent start. I can see a lot of options here, so cool. Alright, let's briefly look ahead to see where people died. Yeah, we have that ring 2 death, whoever this train steward is, probably Cranberry. We have this person here who's on ring 4, so they survived the early game. And then we have, let's see, where's the death? 2 people died on Divinity then. Okay, so the end is pretty tough. Okay, fair enough. Let's see, we have a Stygian banner here, a Hellhorn banner here. Okay, fair enough. Let's look at the Horde then. Huh. It's interesting. I think Cheater's Hand is better for Tethys because you can kick her back until she's actually playable if you have to put her on top floor. It kind of negates the need for an intrinsic solution. Well, for survivability on the Divinity anyway. Because thanks Tethys for having like 9 HP or whatever it is. But it doesn't give you a lot of value right now, is the main concern I have here. And with Tethys, I'm always looking for value right now. Infused Mallet, on the other hand, it's not great. I don't like this relic. I wish this were Jackstrips instead. That would be excellent, because it's consistent. The consistency is what matters, right? Because half the time when I'm playing this Infused Mallet, it does 5 damage to heavies and then never hits the back line. And then not only does it not help me, it's just doing like less than nothing almost. I do really want power right now though, especially since I think there's no way I can take this Divine Horde, right? That's just suicide. I mean, I have Train Stewards and Tethys. I can't take a Divine Horde here. That is death. I'm going to take the Infused Mallet so I have some kind of value right now. There's always the argument for Cheater's Hand. I can kick back a Crystallis to a pivotal turn, maybe. It's pretty good, actually. If I see Conduit, I'm more likely to be playing these automatically. If I see the fabled Chillwind handheld totem start, I'm just going to click Chillwind and then keep Tethys alive with Fortify into Relentless, and she basically kills the boss, so that's no problem. And then I have to just struggle to make her useful later, but that's fine. I never click handheld totem here no matter what. It's terrible. It's kind of interesting. I think you could reasonably take either of these, but I'm debating how much I need to lean towards power now. I'm going to take Cheater's Hand because I am worried about the end game, but I'm also able to get value out of this now by kicking back these Helical Crystallis. So we'll take Cheater's Hand here. I would love to take this Horde, but I don't think I reasonably can. We do see Conduit and Handheld Totem, so I'm always clicking Conduit here, absolutely. Sure. The one thing that's worth noting about Conduit, while it provides Ember value, it really sucks early game. It's just a 10-5 unit. Like, compare this thing's stats to Repeater Echo Right. Look at this. Conduit is 49. Oh, 40 attack, 9 health. Echo Right on Repeater, which is, you know, a functional similar thing that just kind of like does quote-unquote a thing and otherwise doesn't have an ability really. Look at this. 125. 125. I don't care that Conduit is one space, man. Her stats need to not be awful. Okay, I mean, yeah, we see a unit draft here or something. I want to click that, but there's no way I do, so we move on. I'm a little over-talking this, but it's fine. Mark of Invasion. I have all spells. What is the worst draw? What kills Tethys on turn 1? Nothing, because I have Cheater's Hand. So this is actually super safe. If I have to, I can just kick Cheater's Hand, Tethys away to the second turn, and let the first wave go up. And money early is better than money later. Yeah, we take this. Cheater's Hand protects us pretty significantly here. I want the hide. Look at this. What terrible UI. I have to hide the players in order to see the hide button. That's kind of funny. I wonder if they didn't think of that. Huh. Okay, what are we looking at? I probably kick the Crystallis here, because I'm just gonna Ice Storm top and clear everything. Yeah, I want the Crystallis for a good turn. This is what I was talking about before, with the Cheater's Hand finding value there. I always take Ember Drain, right? Yeah, there's no way around it. It's Tethys, Train Steward. I could ping and then Ice Storm middle and protect my next turn entirely. And then accept, what, 5 into this? I reasonably could have kicked back the Ice Storm too. But I think kicking back the Crystallis for the boss is going to be important. I want to plug both Crystallis into the boss for 100 here. I think saving the HP now is more valuable. Because I can do Ice Storm here to clear everything, save all that HP, and then just double Frozen Lance middle. Cool. Yeah, okay, sadly we see both Crystallis here. I will kick one back for sure. How do I approach this? I'm always playing a Train Steward. I want doubles on this floor for sure. And then I just Crystallis pretty much. Yeah, that's strong. Sadly, I couldn't kick back both Crystallis, so it's just going to be fine. What am I seeing next turn? I have pretty good odds of seeing... I'll kick back the Crystallis again. I have really good odds of seeing Frozen Lance torches en masse here. I'm basically debating, do I accept 3 on this turn? Well, then I wouldn't be able to play the Crystallis anyway. It doesn't matter. We only get the 1 Ember, not 2, so it's fine. We do this. Then save all the HP. And then, I don't know, this does nothing. May as well play it. Why not? Cool. Okay. That's tough, right? I only ping 2. They only do 1 damage, so I'm going to kick back the Crystallis here. I think this is acceptable. I don't mind taking 2. I'll put the Fortify down. This was Big Man on campus for the boss, so that's fine. I'll just play this Train Steward bottom so I don't see it again. Fine. Okay, now the trick is I need to ping out all 3 of these so that I can plug these Crystallis in. Yeah, I do get a torch next turn. I don't have to play this Crystallis this turn is the thing. So I'll kick it now. Yes. Let's see, 5, 16. I want to, if I can keep this, I can never keep it full life. Let's get that out of our heads. So if I want to keep him above 10 health here, I don't really mind the 10, the 5 then. He goes to what, 11? So that means I can ping all 3 of these, is what I'm saying. Here's what we do. I'm going to take 3 on this turn. Just make sure I don't take any pyre damage. And then I'm going to Frozen Lance here, and it's fine. Cool. Ah, yes. See, this is it. I kick back with the other Crystallis. I play Torch, Crystallis here, and then I'll play the other one next turn, and we'll be fine. We kick this. Yeah, we are cool. Great job. We did it. No damage taken, money gained. Thank you, Cheater's Hand. Extremely cool. Titan's Gratitude is pretty good. I'm of the opinion I really like cards that do something immediately with Tethys. Now, fortunately, we do have Crystallis and Ice Storm. So if they show me... Where's my next temple? Right here. If I get a plus 30, you better believe I'm putting a plus 30 in that Ice Storm right now. It'll just kill a boss. That would be exciting. Titan's Gratitude at least does something, though. My big problem right now is, I mean, we have 3 good spells. I don't mind playing this. Right? It is just a fine spell. It's too bad there's no Crypt Builder here, though. Or Ice Tornado. You know, it's worth noting, if I never see a good spell over 3 Ember, I could just pivot off of Conduit into Chillwind or something and make my Relentless better. We're almost at the point where Tethys caps out value. These Crystallis will be the last one. I think I will take the Titan's Gratitude as another spell that does something strong right now. That's my opinion. These other ones are low value if I go incants, but I'm not seeing a Stygian banner until ring 3. And truly, with all these damaging spells, I should incant extremely well anyway. I'll take Titan's Gratitude, it's fine. Hornbreak is a good spell. I do like it. It's a hard incant to play, but it clips a lot. It's one of my favorite starting spells, but it's really hard to say no to Welder Helper here. There's so many ways this can benefit me. It's an infusion later that protects Tethys, it protects my floor, I maybe give it Endless. It does lean me slightly away from incant. I have to be careful about that if I'm redrawing a unit every turn, but I think it is throwing to not take this thing. It's too good here. So we will. Okay. We have to go to the right. I need a unit here, and the Steel Shop is a nice lineup. What do we get? Rage 25, Large Stone. Okay. It's in this temple, actually. Oh, plus 30 into the Ice Storm? Alright, I mean, that's a line. And the Intrinsic. Interesting. That plus 30 is nuts. Alright, cool. Let's go to the Steel Shop. Oh, I already looked here, right? Large Stone. What do we get? Oh. Sorry, I'm blowing out my mic here. It's giving me the red and OBS because I'm laughing too hard. That is... Okay. Alright, Cranberry. You got me. I don't know what I was expecting to be wrong with this run, but it wasn't this. You know, you walk into a Hellhorned banner, and the first thing you think is, how bad could this really be? And then you look at all the units that are available to you, and you're like, there's no way I ever hit the Consumer of Crowns Demon Fiend on floor 1, right? There wasn't even another unit banner here, right? Yeah, there was no unit draft, and I couldn't have gone another banner, so I just have to see this. I have 1 imp. Can I ever make Consumer of Crowns good? Wow, that's a terrible infusion, huh? I wish this thing's infusion was at least good. If I can't play him somehow, there's no way I infuse him away. Gross. It's a Large Stone in there, huh? So there is an out here, actually. The out is Large Stone Train Steward. That is a huge investment. Oh no, our friend lost. Man, this run is cursed. Everyone's losing. Okay. Okay, so all of these losses point back to this decision, because the real problem here is you just can't play any of these. But I do have Cheater's Hand. So here's what we do. I'm going to click the Consumer of Crowns. I'm going to Large Stone a Train Steward, because that basically guarantees I can't die, okay? We're just going to pump money into that Train Steward. I'm going to put plus 30 into my Ice Storm, and I'm going to kick back the Ice Storm every turn until I need it for the boss, basically. As soon as I draw it, it's boss tool only. And the nice thing about Cheater's Hand with Consumer is if I see more imps, or like a Pyre Chomper, right? I can kick Consumer of Crowns until such point that I draw the Pyre Chomper and then play him. And if I can play Consumer, he's pretty good here. Whereas Demon Fiend is terrible. This unit sucks. Truly, it's irredeemably bad. If this were 3 Ember here, not only would this run be in an excellent position right now because he would be playable, but he would actually be good, right? Think about, look, compare this man to, where is he? Logbook. Sorry, I'm taking your time. This is an important one for me though. I want to look at this. First of Kin is a 30-55, 3 space, 3 Ember with a scaling ability and a really good infusion. This dude crushes Demon Fiend. This guy basically says, Demon Fiend, eat your heart out. Why is our lad 4 Ember? Why, Shiny Shoe? Why 4 Ember? The difference between 3 and 4 Ember is so massive. It is a gulf, a true canyon. Anyway, let's click Consumer of Crowns here. Alright. It's a good thing I took that money. Good grief. Alright, and then I could make big Welder Helper, but it's just going to be big Train Steward, and he's going to get us through this run. How scared am I? It's pretty tough. This is pretty scared, right? This is pretty terrified. I mean, this man wins no matter what. He goes, like, that's what, 12 rounds against most bosses in this ring at default stats. 12 rounds, he's doing 240 damage. I mean, he's fine. I don't need to take that. And now, plus 30. This is a case of value when I can get it. This Ice Storm is excellent. Where are my dupes? Ring 4, Ring 5, Ring 8. So 3 of them. Sometimes you can get a 4th if the RNG favors you, and those are blessed seeds for Conduit. So the goal is, you basically want a plus 30 and hold over this thing, and then dupe it every single time you can, and that will kill everything on the Divinity. If I get 3 dupes into a plus 30 Ice Storm, we're cruising. The other interesting thing is I reasonably could just straight pivot off of Conduit if this is my line. I'm always clicking this. It's worth 15 here. And we chill. There's no intrinsic of note here. No. 15 is acceptable. I want to avoid Forge Disciples upgrading at 25 because that threatens Tethys pretty heavily and she only has 5 HP. I just kind of let Consumer go, by the way, because I only have the 1 imp. This dude, I'm picking him because I should pick something. And yeah, if he ends up being playable, great. If I remove him, oh, fine, whatever. All right, let's move on. I don't need to do anything else here, right? Yeah, we're good. I don't need that plus 25. Cool. I want to avoid spending too many resources into this thing. Ooh. That is a High Priest of the Light with Curse Boys. What can I do here? This is actually problematic because it drains my draw. I think I need this trial, though. Do I die? Not with the Ice Storm. As long as I have the Ice Storm. Oh, but he has a spell shield at 15. Was it 1 or 2? Oh, gosh. I think it's 2 spell shield. So I'm going to have to do some serious work here in order to avoid any snipes. So, yeah, let me think about this briefly. At 15 packed shards, he does what? I think it's 2. Yeah, I think it is 2. So that means I need, and there's what? 3 units on the floor? He has a backline. Yeah, he has 2, where are they? These guys, Reconcilers in the back. Yes, lock that in. That is correct. Yeah, for sure. Now, how do I deal with them? Torches? Torches are an answer. It's just torches. I mean, I want to avoid blasting the Ice Storm here into the back lines. This is risky. I think I need to take this unit or I fall too far behind. Yeah, I actually think we lose if I don't take this because I need options. I go to the Stygian banner, but what if this is now like Cold Kalia or Icy Silliphite or something? I mean, quick sweep question mark with, I don't know, rage that I haven't seen. I don't think that's reasonable. I think we click this and we accept the punishment of +4. I suppose it's better than armor here. What do you got? We're never putting consumer back. I mean, I actually cleared the floor. Right? Crystallis and Torch. So that's cool. And we'll kick the... Actually, I'm going to kick the Torch back here. Because the ping is more versatile than the Frozen Lance. We tap this. We just blow up this floor. Cool. Goodbye, consumer. It's fine. Big Stewart is here. 2 waves. I never redraw my Ice Storm, so I have to kick it back. We do see Big Stewart here, which is good. I want this for the important turn. Yeah. Yeah, okay. 2 Ember. I have to play this into Train Steward up top, just for sure. Can I take money here and give up on 2 torches? It's interesting because I think I actually need to... We kicked back the Ice Storm. I need to do a Frozen Lance on bottom so that I can Titan's Gratitude it or something. I need this money, though. This is potentially throwing amounts of greed, though. Kick back Ice Storm. Double Torches are good. This is actually a good turn because I don't see it with the Crystallis. This poises our floor to clear. Yeah, cool. Oh, he doesn't have... When does he get Spell Shield? Hold up, before I click this, actually, hide this. We eat... Oof. 18 because of this draw order? I could... How do we... Hold up, let me think for a minute here now. Because I do have the answer for this in hand. I could take 18 less by killing with Ice Storm here. How many rounds does Steward go into this man if I ping out both backlines? Let's think. I mean, I can also make this better with Fortify, of course. So if we do the math, he has, what, 6 attack, 48? So that's a clean divide of 8, right? Yeah, we get 7 rounds, technically. So with a single Fortify, we get 8 rounds. He's doing 160. I don't need the Ice Storm to win here. So instead, what we do is we kick the Train Steward. And I play the Ice Storm up here, and I Torch down here, and I double Fortify the Steward, because he's how I'm living this. We do see a Crystallis, which is exceptional, and I have the Welder Helper. We're fine here. Yeah. This is enough armor to win. We just blast 50 into him. Yeah, we're cool. No threat. Great job. Great job, Big Steward. He did it. Alright, so that's excellent news. We take nothing, and we get the trial. Good job. Okay, Crypt Builder is good, but I think Flash Freeze is better. It will the reason I say that, and this is a weird one for me, Flash Freeze is really strong into Talos. That 8 Flash... It's not Flash Bite. I almost called it Flash Bite. The 8 Frost Bite represents a very solid ticking over time. It's just, what is it, 8 factorial, so like 40-something damage. It's pretty respectable on a flying boss. And I would like another ping that's not Torch. I have enough big spells. I don't need this Crypt Builder now. I have 2 Crystallis, Titan's Gratitude, and this Ice Storm, which is my line, so I'll take the Flash Freeze. Yeah, fine. Rage Imp. I want to take another Imp. Yeah, it's going to be Rage Imp here. That is scaling. That is value. Offset Sap. It's not Chase Seraph. Yeah, Fledgling Imp. Get in here, bud. Cool. We see some actual friggin' units. That's excellent news. None of these are incants, but we're also playing a bunch of imps, so I don't really know what I'm expecting here. The infusions aren't particularly exceptional here. If I could reasonably play this consumer and upgrade this thing, I'm going to feel pretty good about it. Maybe I see an endless imp. Because now I have 2 imps in my deck. So I can... I can't really easily do that. I can protect... I can have 2 imps up top with Tethys for now. And then what is that? That puts him down at, what, 4 Ember? Shame. I can still not play him for Talos. That's okay. I think Railbeater is the safest unit here. It's just strong. If I see a multi-strike, it takes it well. It benefits strongly from Rage. Right? So there is a world... I mean, I never use Consumer's Essence, but... I imagine a world where it's like Tethys in the back, Railbeater infused with maybe an eventual Steelworker or something, and you just have 2 of them, and then I take space, and then I spam Fledgling Imp every turn, and these Railbeaters kill. That is a winning line, and they're showing me a good unit here, so I will click it. Cool. Now I have an actual unit, so this run feels less cursed. I don't want another Hellhorned banner. I'm not looking. I want this Merchant of Steel now. Cool. What do you got for me, bud? Quick. 25 and Rage. Quick Sweeper is active here. Quick Sweeper is activated. Is that good enough? Is that better than the Railbeater setup? Maybe. Maybe. It's tough. It requires I hit the Rage on the Endless, or the Endless on the Rage Imp, rather. So the only way, and I can't reroll here. Where's my next Steel Shop? 3 away. Yeah, it's on ring 6. There's no way that I lean into a Sweeper here. It would only be online if I got lucky by ring 6. We skip this. It's fine. It's in the temple. Wow. Wow. Is that good enough? It sure might be. That's another plus 30 into Ice Storm. That does 300. If I dupe this at every Hellvent and just play it on every turn, then that's... and remove enough cards from my deck. I mean, that kills every wave on the Divinity, hands down. It's a pretty good roll. Maybe they X5 it. That would be truly blessed. I don't think we take these. I'm going to re-roll here. Maybe I see Endless. Maybe I see Multi-Strike. Or they just give me another Large Stone, which I won't take. It's a shame. I'm going to take this plus 30 because I don't have a good upgrade and I don't have a good infusion. And if I get nothing out of the early game except the biggest spell ever, then hell yeah. Show me an X5, you cowards. Oh. Trading Pyre HP here, huh? This is what, Rage Talos? Ah, it's a terrible event. Let's see, what am I doing? That is a 20 upgrade too, which is kind of funny. Part of the reason I did that is I really want to dupe that immediately. I don't want to wait on this Merchant of Magic, even though the removals are nice. That ring is, what is it, money, Pyre remains. Having money here is value. Not for this merchant, but for, what is it? Wow, you know, I miss 2 merchants if I go for the Hellvents. That's pretty crazy, huh? I miss 2 merchants if I go for the Hellvents. I think I really... Let me think about this. Do I even need an infusion on this run? I need a unit that wins Relentless is the problem. So I need something that actually wins Relentless. So I'm assuming that eventually maybe there is a Steelworker in Talos or something. Heck, I mean, at this point I would take the Armor Shark if they showed it to me again. And I'll put it into Railbeater. And then that will solve Relentless. And I don't know, maybe this consumer becomes playable, or maybe he just gets removed. Honestly, who cares at this point? I took him because it was perspective, and I feel like it's not a bad call, really. He's not a good infusion, sadly. He's worse than a Train Steward's infusion. 5 and 15. I mean, okay, -3 Ember, but who cares? It's not like I'm going to self-infuse him. I'm lingering on this decision because it's difficult. I have 40 life. I haven't taken any so far, and I've taken both trials, which is pretty exceptional. So the real question comes down to, do I need this money in 3 rings? So I'm always going to this Merchant of Steel. I want these double dupes. Thank goodness there's at least removals on ring 5. That takes me to what? 50 on ring 4, 70 on ring 5. It's a little spooky with no good infusions. I'm going to click this. This is a weird one because this provides no value for 3 rings. But I'm really worried about the end game, and with this bloody ice storm, I think we're good early game. So we're fine. We're going to move on here at 30 shards. If I just send one of that spell into Talos, we pretty much win. I guess I'll kick Consumer here. No reason not to. This is Slay. And it's just going to have to be fine. I don't want to take this 13 here. Torch out one of these dudes, sure. Fine. Alright, I don't care about Consumer anymore. I'm just going to send the Crystallis now. We play Frozen Lance. Ping here. I'm going to Crystallis the Forged Disciple next turn. Okay, we see the Imp, which is good. There is another Imp coming up. I could ping out my own Imp here. If I play Imp... I need to buff this floor, right? Yeah, I do. It makes one of the torches free, right? Because Conduit. So I can play Imp, Torch for 1 Ember, and then 2 into the Forged Disciple here. So we kick back a Crystallis again. Yeah. So it's Imp... Kill it, Crystallis. And I hope I draw a Frozen Lance or something. This is actually okay, right? Because I can... Yeah, this turn is exceptional. I can Crystallis here, Fledgling Imp in front, Ice Storm, and do a casual 305 into Talos, which is humongous value. And I can play Train Steward on middle, all on 3 Ember. So here what we do. I kick back Big Steward. Yes, I need to do this. I could reasonably Ice Storm, but the problem on and just let that kill the front dude. But I think I value the extra 60 damage into Talos more. Yes. If I leak them, if I leak 1, it's... We're doing what? 10 plus 20, so 30? No. This is correct. I accept the 9 into our dude, and that is fine. It's a good trade. Because I want to put the 20 into this Disciple, so we actually kill it. Yes. Lock it in. Okay. Steward in play. Imp activated. Oh, I don't take that hit, right, because the Fledgling Imps, this is actually significantly better. Also, I forgot to account for Rage, so I was accounting for a worst case that was actually impossible, which is always fun. Just take 1,000,000 damage here. That's a pretty good looking Talos hit. Cool. Oh no, Big Stew. He doesn't die at least. This Flash Freeze is exceptional here. Where's my Ember at? I'm going to Flash Freeze in the back. Actually, hold up. I can kill them both. It's what, 1836? Yeah, Titan's Gratitude kills both. I just play all these cards, don't I? It's 1, 1 here. So 0 Ember. It's weird because it's hard counting Ember here because of Conduit's effect and what floor I'm playing it on. I would like to Frozen Lance, Torch, Flash Freeze here for 3. In which case I kick back the Train Steward I'm not playing. Yes. We play Titan's Gratitude last. See, it's a good thing I played this Train Steward. I was also thinking it could have been a redraw into Crystallis, but obviously I've already played them all, so we just do Frozen Lance, ping 1 out, Flash Freeze to Talos, guarantee to kill this, and we clear the whole floor. Great job. This looks good. We're fine here. Consumer, alright. Not playing you, bud. I don't think I realistically ever play... I'll put a Train Steward in front of Railbeater, actually. I think that's fine. Sad I can't really do much for this Rage here. I'm not playing Consumer. Let him go. Yeah. What are we doing? Can I reasonably clear? I can kill the Forged Disciple for sure. I'm not worried about the Forged Disciple here. I should be able to slam him. I'm worried about this. I think I take 5, and there's just no way around it. We're super cool in a Talos, at least, which is good. Let's see, you're taking 4, 13 HP, 2 and 9 is 11. So if I Frozen Lance here on bottom, we guarantee kill the Protector on that floor, which is worthwhile. And I can play Train Steward up top. I need to play this eventually anyway. Meh, I don't need to play that now. Fine. Because I kicked one back, right? Ooh. Okay. I no longer want Train Steward. I kick back Ice Storm. Yes. Now this is gonna look weird, but I can absolutely get this. So Titan's Gratitude puts it in kill range for Railbeater, and then Tethys swings and kills that in the back. Yeah. We're doing 20 here, so a single Frozen Lance finishes the job. Cool. That opens up 300, and we kill Talos here. For sure. I can save. This is kind of a stupid optimization. Why am I trying to save 2 HP, 5 HP into my dude? I don't know. Ugh. Does it matter? Maybe it does. Okay. This is a dumb optimization, but we're doing it. We're doing it. Fine. I don't take the Ember Drain. Okay. Alright, we win. Oh no, it looks bad. Psych. Okay, cool. We did it. Thank you, big spell. Dark Deal? Might take a Dark Deal here. Extra Rage source. I do feel like I'm leaning that way. It's too early for Reinforce and Hoarfrost Effigy. Let's pretend that card doesn't exist. What you got for me? Ugh. Alright. What am I working with here? Is this really my... Is this what I get? That's what I get. Shark is very good, so Titan Sentry in particular, but the problem is I'm already competing on Endless. And I'm not seeing a Steel Shot for 2 floors. He's good though. But I have a lot of pings that are kind of free, and I will have a lot of Ice Storms I can just send on lower floors. I think I need to be thinking about Relentless. Specifically, Divinity and Seraph. Nameless Siren is a very good offensive infusion here if I'm already stacking Rage on the floor. Meanwhile, Guard of the Unnamed is probably the best defensive infusion here if I incant a lot. I don't know, the incanting is not what I want. I wish this were a Steelworker here. especially because it would protect Tethys, which is a big concern of mine right now. I wonder if this dude should be incant apply armor 2 to the floor. Is that too strong? That's just better than Guardian Stone then. Yeah, it's too strong. Nah, you can't do that. Okay, so now my plan is changing a little. I think it's Welder Helper infused into Fledgling Imp. And then I have to find a way to kill the Fledgling Imp. Put it in front, let it tank. It's not bad. If I do that, what am I doing for infusions? I don't know. Do I do anything for infusions then? Do I need an infusion to win? That's pretty scary not having an infusion. What do we get? Let's see, math. There is a Stygian banner. What could they show me that I would take? Nothing? Eel Gorgon, actually, would be the only thing. And there's no way. The Merchant of Magic does not really matter to me at this point. The alternative to this other plus 30, by the way, is to hunt for a holdover. But I generally believe that density works just as well with Conduit. So if I just don't take a ton of other cards and remove other things, I can realistically just Ice Storm every turn. Have like 4 of them in my deck. 1, 2, 3, and that represents 60 of my shards. And it's so much. I'd have 4 of them, and it would be so much value. You would just blow away every floor. The only thing you'd be a little worried about are the what are they called? Spell shield floors on the Divinity. Some way of proccing off the spell shield would be really strong. So I don't know. Maybe I see an Inferno on this run and we just go hard on density. And then the only question becomes Relentless. So, okay. I don't think we want an offensive infusion. I think man, maybe there's no Endless on this run. If there's no Endless on this run, we're super doomed. They have to show me something. Could this be a quick large stone every shop? What do we get? Merchant of Steel on 6, Merchant of Steel on 7. If I miss Endless and Multi-Strike on both of these shops, I think I go for the last shop too and run 3 steel shops back to back. The odds of missing both of them on 3 shops are astronomically low. Someone do the math and tell me what that number is. I know it's a low number. It is possible. I've seen it. I think I ran a stupid Cursed Seed recently that had just large quick in 4 shops or something obscene. But if I'm going to do that, then I think Guard of the Unnamed is the right line. I just need to find Rage. I took the Dark Deal. We took Dark Deal, which is great. That is the only other good Rage spell here. We have some sources. I'm going to take Guard of the Unnamed. I think that's going to be good. I don't need Titan Sentry if I'm going to be immediately duping Ice Storm on this run. And Nameless Siren is good, but I need survivability. I need to not die. I think our offense will be fine if I'm throwing 300 damage Ice Storms every turn, basically. So we'll take Guard of the Unnamed. I need to cut Consumer now. He is no longer relevant. There was a world where he could have been played. He was very prospective. I think you reasonably could have just taken the 10 gold there and been okay. But I think taking him is good because he's actually, when he's playable, he's really strong. It's just a question of, is he playable, right? If I had seen a Pyre Chomper, I could still see a Pyre Chomper. If I see a Pyre Chomper, I just kick Consumer until such time that I draw a Pyre Chomper and then we're good. Is it Ember? No. Is it Space? Eventually, yes. Because my floor is going to be Tethys, 2 Rail Beaters, and then hopefully this Imp. We take draw now then. This is Rage Arcus. Yeah, okay. We take draw now. Because I could see events that solve the other parts. Or I could see relics. And we just lean into these hell vents. I see huge value here. I guess I'll look at the temple first. What you got for me? Geez, another plus 30. Do we go this hard? 175 on this dude is crazy. Another intrinsic. Still nothing I want to upgrade. And there are no... I could take this infusion now. Might actually be really good. Where's my next temple? Oh, my next temple is on Ring 8. This run is awful. What? Holy crap. Okay, Chillwind is pretty good, actually. The Chillwind pivot. My good spell costs 1. I don't mind spending 1 on a Crystallis, really. The Chillwind pivot, if I can keep her alive, represents a substantial amount of relentless power, which is what I was talking about as my main concern. It makes Seraph significantly easier, as long as I can protect the floor. I'll take the Chillwind pivot here. I can always go Conduit 2 later if I don't find a -1 for these Crystallis. Cool, that's actually great. We'll take Hellvent into Ice Storm, 100%. Do I want this Guard of the Unnamed chillin' for 1, 2, 3, 4 more floors and do it here? No, because think about it. If I see the Endless, I have to take this now. Wow, this is pretty tough. I have to do this now. Let me explain why. It's because if I see the eventual Endless, I need to be able to do Welder Helper into Rage Impure. In which case, that's another 25. I would be going to 120 shards if I do that, huh? Which means I don't need both of these Hellvents. And I only run around with 2 of them? That's not good enough. I'll have to think. It's tough because I want more shards, but maybe removals is enough? Every one of these spells I dupe is an insane amount of value, but I'm actually genuinely concerned about the Divinity's sweep damage here, because Teth is gaming. Thank you, Tethys. Very cool. There's a world where I left the plus 30 off this, hunted for holdover, and duped it, and just did like 300 damage that way. But as it stands, these represent so much value. I don't know. We'll move on. We'll move on here. I'm thinking about this. There may have been a better way of playing this. Oh boy. Pyrolite Master. And spikes, oh no. And conduits. Alright, we respect. We respect the Pyrolite Master. Do I play towards killing every conduit? I think I always kill this first one, or else I'm just dead. So we kick the Welder Helper here. I guess I could play him. I'm already playing other units. Yeah, that's fine. So, Torch, Guardian of the Unnamed, and we just leave Welder Helper on the floor. I kick the Titan's Gratitude then. It's actually a good spell for later. Yeah, okay. We play Tethys Guard, or Railhammer, or whatever. We give him armor. I could just put the armor in front and tank with it. That's probably better, actually. Yeah, leaving it on the floor is actually good, because maybe it takes rage. Cool. I ping haste, and we just hope we can pull this off. Alright, Ice Storm 1 in action. I will send this on middle for sure. That, I think, wipes the whole floor. Excellent. And gives me money. Great news. Let's see. It also wipes bottom. I think I want to play it middle because... Wait a second. If I let them combine 60, 60, 60, 60, 45 on this dude, I could let them combine, kick the Ice Storm, and then send them all, kill everything. Not bad. Pretty decent play. Although I can also just Ice Storm middle, send the Imp back, and then torch the Haste, because this floor is unupgraded. Then I can take the Rage when I need to. I think that's good. I like that line more. Alright. It's good to play zero costers up here for the incants. I almost forgot about that. We blow up mid. Cool. Kill Haste. Cool. Incant. Cool. I send back Crystallis here for sure. I want it on an important turn. Yes. I have to torch the conduit and accept that I am losing some value because of Ember Drain? Sure. Yep, I don't want these stacking up. Incant, incant. Goodbye, Train Steward. That's what I'm scared of. Oh, but we hit the Ice Storm. Alright, alright. We're working with it here. Let's see. Train Steward. Can I play everything? I always Ice Storm bottom. That is the scariest wave, isn't it? I want to Ice Storm bottom, Crystallis top. Play most of my spells up here. So this is fine. We incant our dude. Let's see, I can spend 2 Ember. One of them's down here. Kills him. Damage shield. That's 2. 3 in here. Kill him. If I ping the damage shield off, we clear the whole floor. And then... I don't clear top. I think we just send the Ice Storm bottom. Sure, it'll do. And then I Crystallis. The rest of this looks fine to me. And we just incant. He kills my Rage Imp, but that's cool. Stop talking. What are you at? 75. We're taking a ton of damage here, and it's going to be okay. This is the big one. I think I want to play everything here, up top. So I kick the bad Train Steward. Yeah. I want to play good Train Steward somewhere. I'm going to actually put the Rage into Tethys here because it represents a ton of value on this enemy. He only swings once now, which is fine. I'll play Big Steward bottom. He exists on this run. I will play these spells just so that I get the incants. It's worth 5 here, I guess. We come close. We're within 9. I take the 12 and be happy with it. That's a really good Ice Storm hit. Consumer of Crowns. No thanks. That's a very scary Pyrolite Master. It's interesting. I might kick back the Ice Storm and not play it and let the Conduit bring him up to the top. The difference here, though, is that I guarantee draw my other Ice Storm if I wait. So, yeah, I will just wait. Consumer Crowns is just a curse here, by the way. It's fine. Yeah. When I said wait, I mean I'm playing it here. And that's cool. He heals because of the regen? That's a really weird Yeah, you know, fine. Just keep sending consumer, it's cool. We have enough armor here. I think we're chilling. It's a wash. I should put the train steward in front. Yeah, I'll put the train steward in front. He is worth 1 ping here. It's fine. And then we're guaranteed to see it. Get out of here, consumer. And we're winning. That is a terrifying 75 pack shard run with 1 HP left on my Tethys with Pyrelite Master. This is the worst case here. This dude, oh man. But we get there. Yikes. I think, what was that? Heaven's Seal or Spikes or something? We're super dead if I had picked any of those. Like, super dead. Drain is a good answer here, actually. It's not my favorite answer, but it is an answer if I see holdover. Relentless is the only question at this point. I think if I have enough of these ice storms, I'm just going to win. I don't need, like, Titan's Tooth. It doesn't do anything for me here. It's not bad. It's not bad. But I don't need it. I'll take Drain. It is an answer. Important work is also a Pyre Chomper. Okay. I have to think a little. This is basically the question of, am I actually going to pretend like I'm going to play this consumer? Because he makes consumer playable. But I think he just falls off a cliff. I'm leaning into the rail beater here. Yeah. In which case, I think important work is better. If I get the Endless on the Imp, I am taking cards, which kind of sucks. I don't want to. It's hurting my spell density of powerful spells. I could go left here. Or I could dupe and go to 95 shards. I actually think I skipped this, right? I have plenty of money. Let's go see a Merchant of Magic. If I see holdover here, it's going into Drain. Man, where's that intrinsic now, huh? Yeah, we'll go left. I need to respect a bit. Too many shards, too fast. Holdover -1 Drain. Okay. Do I hold out for another intrinsic here? I only have 1 chance at it. I am seeing this last Merchant of Magic one way or the other. It's always holdover into this Drain. 100%. Yeah, let me lock that in. We have an answer for that. Cool. What do I -1 then? All my spells are essentially free. 20 and Consume is good. I'll put that into a Torch here. Can blow something up. Cool. I do have a lot of money because I sacked the Pyre HP early in a bit of a risk. I think we're going to be fine on Ember. Mostly. I'm not leaning on incants, so I don't really care about playing things on floor. I need to be a little careful, though, because I anticipate dropping these Ice Storms off floor a lot. Cheater's Hand, by the way, big value. If I put -1s into Crystallis, that's exceptional, because then I can go Chillwind 2, and my Relentless looks even better. It's worth it. It also makes it more playable on another floor. Let's re-roll this. I want the -1 and stuff. Double stack. Double stack Dark Deal's not bad. Double stack Fortify. I mean, this makes my armor questions a little worse. Interestingly, Dark Deal counts as a damage spell for Conduit. So if I double stack it, it doesn't actually represent anything. It costs 0 still. That's a lot of money. I think I'd rather buy removals, actually. Make my deck more consistent. I have 32 cards. I will put the +20 into another Torch. It's basically a removal. And I'll -1 the other Crystallis. It's very good. I'll buy 2 removals here, I think. Or at least 1 removal. I guess I'm keeping Big Steward in. I invested in him. He might do something somewhere. Maybe he baits Sap Seraph 1 turn. He might. He might. Yeah, we remove this buddy. Okay, back down to 30. That's good. I don't click this Horde. I need to respect. I go left here for sure. For more removals. I want to walk in with enough with enough gold to survive and purchase stuff from this steel shop. I could take a removal now then. 120 is fine. I go to 120, I get 75 here, which goes to a good number. I get another 75 here, so I'm back up at, what is that, 270, I think? It's pretty respectable. I will buy the removal. It is valuable right now. Yes. And by the way, I locked in the -1 not going into drain for now. I would love to look at relics, but this run is just going to suck. I can't click these. My shards need to go into Ice Storm every single time. If I miss multi-strike, what do? I just don't dupe the Rail Beater then? Yeah. I don't dupe the Rail Beater and instead I dupe Ice Storm and we go for a spell damage kill on the Divinity? It's possible. With a spell that this powerful? It's pretty likely, actually. I still need to answer Spell Shield waves. I mean, I don't know, I don't need spell damage kill on the Divinity. I'll just drain him to 0, and then Tethys will win in Relentless because Frostbite is fun. I'll put all of my Fortifies into her so she doesn't kill herself on spikes. Seems reasonable. Maybe I see a Guardian Stone. That line looks weird, but works. Yeah, cool, let's go. That magic shop was big value, by the way. Huge value. Yeah, Drain farms Self-Made Harpy. Heaven's Seal. Harvesters of Death. 75 shards. This might kill me if I click this. Let's not be dumb. I can see plenty of bad draw orders. It's tough, right? If I have Ice Storm on the right turns, hooray, we kill everything. But if I miss, I lose? It's not worth the risk. We turn this off. It is off. Yeah, okay. I always have to be careful I didn't accidentally turn those on. We do see a turn 1 Ice Storm, which I think sends the bottom floor into the Shadow Realm here. I'm just going to kick the torch then. Yeah, this is a perfect floor to just blow up, I think. It's good seeing it early. There will potentially be scarier waves, but this is a double upgrade. And this is usually the scariest floor. I'll keep the torch. Let's Tethys in. Guardian of the Unnamed. I'll play the Frozen Lance up here. I'm going to nuke this from orbit. Seems good. Cool. Glad I kept the torch. Oh, Drain is good too. I can just play all these cards, right? Let's think. I can Ice Crystallis bottom. I actually kick the Drain here. I don't have the Ember for it. Yeah. Yes, that is correct. Am I gonna Rage Tethys again? It's kind of funny. I think I might. If I kick the Drain, we're in good shape. I want to Torch the Marksman. I can Dark Deal the Collector, actually, and then not play the Steward. Yeah, because I was thinking of Steward middle, Torch Marksman, and then just incant, Rage. But I'm going to rely on the Frostbite for Relentless and just sap the hell out of the lady. So I'm actually going to kick Mr. Train Steward back, I think. Yeah. Dark Deal for money. Torch, the only scary dude on that floor. And then I'm going to send an extra 50 into him. No, I'm not. I'm going to incant with those. And then I'm going to sap him into next week. We have the Imp Important Work. So I always redraw what I play here, is what it comes down to. So it doesn't matter what I do. And that's just fine. Welder Helper, Important Work, draw my Train Steward. It's kind of scary, huh? This Clip Defender represents a lot. 140. I get 3 Ember, so one of these Frozen Lances always goes up top. I mean, actually, both Frozen Lances go up top. Let's be real about this. I'm going to be spending these 3 Ember. It's just a question of where. I'm not terribly worried about this tank. So here, I play the Train Steward middle. I play the Crystallis bottom to work on this dude, and I sap this guy to 0. Yeah. Cool. What do we draw? Okay, yeah, if he goes up with 4 sap, I attack him twice to kill him, which means he does 2 damage to me. I'm a little concerned about this overcharged tank in the middle. I might want to sap him out. I really want to ping... What do I get? I get an Ice Storm. Ice Storm obliterates the bottom, right? It's what? I want to torch things, and then it obliterates the bottom. I want to torch this Quill Marksman. I think I accept 2 damage from this overcharged tank, and that's okay. It will be fine, I think. Yeah, true. So we accept 2 here. That's fine. Now, I'm thinking about middle. We're doing, what, 20 into him? That brings him to 70 here. 70 means problems. But I could sap. Let's see. I gotta fortify Tethys so she doesn't die on these spikes. Yeah, okay. So 70 means 10, 50, and then an extra 10 from the spike, from the frostbite. So we do 60 here. So if I Titan's Gratitude him, we kill him. Yeah, and then I let this tank go with double sap. So it's Titan's Gratitude, Drain, and Torch on this floor, which means I kick back the big torch. Yes. Cool. Takes a little bit of thinking to navigate this nonsense, but it is what it is. We torch the back. I play Drain first because it matters more. Ah, it's a shame. The torch, the reason why this is okay is because I can now ping out the 9-2 in the back here and be fine with it. Yeah, he does 2 to me. Fine. Okay, we see answers to problems. I think the Rage Imp clinches it here. It's an extra huge swing. Yeah, and it also dies, which is great. What do I send back? I could send the Ice Storm back and just do it next turn. Yes. 2 damage. 2 more damage here. It's going to go in the front. It's Fledgling Imp. I should kill the front dude. It does. Good news. And I'm going to always sap the back guy, and we're just going to accept the fact that I'm going to need to do some damage to him. How much does he swing? If I put him up at 5 sap, I get 2 free rounds. He's going to go up at, what is this, 105 plus 20? Ugh. That's 4 rounds. I get 2 free rounds. I can save a round by torching him with the big torch. It's pretty good. Yeah, I save a round here, which is excellent. I'm going to always ping the middle dude on middle. I'll take an incant here in top, and I'll drain back. We take 2 from him, I believe, so I should go to 69. Nice. Ah, 6. He swings twice. Right, of course, that makes sense. And now we just obliterate Harpy with this, yeah. Now, sadly, she will... Oh, man, she does 42 damage. That's a problem. We have to Ice Storm top, or I think we explode. I have no more imps, right? Yeah, of course not. So we just send this important work. It's never the answer. I play everything here. I have to Ice Storm. Yeah. Sadly, 2 times sap on her gets kind of wasted on the Train Steward, but he at least does some work here, which is good. And it'll provide value otherwise, so that's cool. I think I'm fine sending this back. I'll play everything. Yeah. Take armor where I can get it. We do 84. I could accept. I could accept the back guy going up and take way too much damage. No, I have to Ice Storm this and hope I draw into the other Ice Storm, basically. Right? 2 in the front kills. Yeah, that's good. Incant. Take 50 here and just do damage to the best of my ability. I do have a holdover. If I see the other Ice Storm, this clinches it. Get out of here, Consumer. You're dead to me. This is a problem, I think. I need to take the Crystallis into her. I need to take damage where I can get. She is a problem here. Don't mess this up. Drain, we at least do 80 here. This is a wash. Okay, there's only a few saps. Ooh, I think we might clinch it with this draw. Oh, baby, Frostbite Tethys. Let me tell you how important that Chill Wind pivot was, boys. Thank you. Also, this Drain immediately saves the run. Okay, all right, we've done it. Wow. Wow. That, it's a little concerning. We're going to call that concerning. I click Unnamed Tome here because Unnamed Tome is good. That was a very concerning floor. We're just going to call it like it is. That was a problem. Wow. Okay. These are not it. Inflame is a terrible card. March of Shields is fine, but I need to not draft things. I need to basically be hitting these Ice Storms. And this does not answer problems. I have found the answer to my problems for Divinity and Seraph. It is called Drain on Holdover. We skip. Take the money. Show me something good, please. Don't be so cursed. Don't be so bad. Okay, it's a large stone. It could be worse. It's a multi-strike, alright? I don't know what you're all scared of. It's something. Truly, it is something. Great job. We did it. We remove Consumer of Crowns here. He is past his point. The multi-strike here seals the deal. Get out of here, Consumer. You are now dead to me. He tried, I guess. Big Steward, he's earned his place. I will kick a Torch instead of a Frozen. Frozen Lance is pretty bad, but at least it incants on my floor without self-pinging. Big Steward goes away. He's big value. Sure, get out of here, Torch. What a nightmare run. Okay. It's doable. We saw multi-strike. What could go wrong? I need to tunnel steel shops like no one's business. Save your money. What am I doing with my shards? That's a great question. I go right here, always, on this Hellvent. I could take money on the Divine Boons in Ring 7 if this steel shop is particularly kind to me. I never click it here. I'm worried about Arcus. I want to stay lower on numbers here. 75 is fine. I go right on Ring 8. I've got a lot of options there. There's duping Ice Storm, which is huge. There's -1 drain if I miss the Intrinsic. Intrinsic is the ideal case because it means I always play Tethys turn 1 on Divinity, which is big. That's huge value. Do I need a +25? No, I don't commit on this yet because I see Steel Shop on Ring 7. And if I miss everything, would I go Steel Shop again on Ring 8? How important is the Endless? Pretty damn important. Tethys can theoretically do Relentless with Chillwind 2 here. I'm going to take a mid-run break and just tell you for a moment, this run sucks. Cranberry, I'm kind of glad you lost this run because you would not have enjoyed playing this. There's just nothing redeeming about it, really. I really want Endless on an Imp. If I see Endless on an Imp, I want to do the Imp Infusion, and then the dupe actually probably goes into Drain, so I draw it faster, right? And that's my last shards, 25 into the Imp, basically. Okay, so in that case, it might be better to go... I want the -1 in that case, though. Like, really badly. Really badly. And maybe I see a holdover and important work then. Okay, so it'll depend a lot on what Ring 7 shows me is what I'm learning. I can't buy a removal here, not that I would anyway. I guess there's money here. I could get 175 if I go to 0, but it's fine. It's a moot point. Alright, Arcus, don't kill me. He's Flying Boss, which means I can stack a lot of sap on him. Which is what I'm going to do, and just hope I can win otherwise. It is a really scary... I may have to play the Drain on the Sweepers, though, right? Because it is Rage. Yeah, alright, let's go. I'm scared of this combat. I'm actually scared of every combat here. That Harpy did not instill joy in me. Double check this, make sure I'm not killing myself. Do I upgrade Steward again? No, I need my money now, and he's not doing enough. Alright, let's go. It's fine. I was looking for that upgrade because I was like, if I put 10 on Steward, does it save me? I don't know, man. Turn 1, Drain, very good. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Could torch this Quill Marksman, but I think I'll kick back the bad torch, the good torch rather, in case I get an upgraded Marksman later. Yeah. Tethys in play, Rail Beater down, Frozen Lance here. What is this? Incant Shard? I'll play a Steward into that. And then I can play Drain here, because it discards before incanting. Before incanting. I realistically am probably going to put this tome into a Rage Dude anyway, maybe. It's fine. Yeah, you can see, it's still 0. The discard effect happens before the trigger resolves. If I just keep putting sap into Arcus, we win on Tethys floor. As long as Train Steward dies is kind of the important thing. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna die. No upgrades, huh? That's pretty interesting. I haven't seen any shard upgrades yet, which means we will see a lot on the future waves because of the way that works. I'm going to use Dark Deal offensively here. It is just a 5 damage ping. I will clear the spell shield for sure. I think I'm basically just deciding if I kick the torch or the important work back now. Important work means I can play Welder Helper and not take the Ember Drain. Same for Fledgling Imp. We are seeing the Harvest Shard on this turn, so I won't see it again. Hopefully I don't get the Incant Shard next turn, huh? That would suck. That'd be the worst turn for it, I think. Okay, so lock it in. We kick back important work. Yeah. Pop Spell Shield. I had to double check that was Hellhorned Harvest. You ever notice this is a special trigger? They had to invent a special trigger for this harvest so that it wouldn't trigger when you kill the heroes, right? It's kind of funny. Okay, this ping goes middle. Yep. Let's see, he does 10, 20. So that's 30 damage, and then 40, so we do 70 on this floor. We're pretty close to killing this thing. Cool. I want to kill one of these Coal Marksmen. I have 2 pings that provide value later on. Yeah, that's good. And then we keep the sap going. Cool. We get some Frostbite in there. Incant is on bottom. Great news. I get the Welder Helper. Great news. I get a ping. Excellent. Still no upgrades. Very curious. That means the late waves are really scary. Huh, yeah, that's a problem, I suppose. Problem for another day. What do I kick? What am I more scared of? I think I want to Ice Storm middle, just cleanse that. And I can Frostbite Arcus, who I'm more scared of. Okay, so that's one. I'll play Drain, that's one. The Welder Helper is free. I'm always drawing back into whatever I click, actually, thanks to... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. And now that I have multi-strike here, I would rather put Rage in that person. So we do Fortify, Welder Helper, important work. The line makes sense. I incant here, killing that fellow. I blow up middle floor. I need to make sure this train steward dies, don't I? Oh, hold up. Right. Incant shard on bottom. Almost messed that up. So we actually change plans. Sure, I'll take the incant up top, it's fine. I'll Ice Storm middle. Yeah, cool. And now I can Drain. Keep the sap rolling. It's too bad this isn't Fell. I need this man to take damage. He's too strong. Ah, there's an upgrade. Whew, on one of the worst turns. Okay, good chat. I want to sink anything that says big damage into him. What do I kick back? I want to play Crystallis Torch into him and then Drain on Arcus, which is all three of my Ember. I can't do that. Right. If I can't do that, I kick back the Torch here. It's a flexible card, so we'll do that. Yeah, okay. I can't do that because I have to play this Fledgling in, who is just more important. Yeah. We're going to be okay. I want to answer that, and I want to keep the sap rolling. Damage onto that middle guy is good. This is the incant turn, isn't it? Oh boy, it is. Okay. If this is the incant turn, I need to hide my incant. So I kick back Drain now. Right? Because I Crystallis for one. Crystallis for one. Good. That back upgraded Guardian. Oh, these backloaded upgrades are so bad. What? I think I have to Ice Storm bottom. This is a problem. And we clear the whole floor with this Ice Storm? Okay. I want to torch this Quill Marksman. Also, Ice Storming this means that this never dies, because there's no more sweepers, which is good. Okay. I think I kick Drain, so I don't incant it, because I need to incant this floor. Cool. Cheater's Hand is officially like the strongest thing in this run. Goodbye, bud. Goodbye. I will Crystallis here. Good. I will torch front. Actually, I'll torch back here. He does what, 60? I don't know. I think I torch front. I mean, it's tough. I want to torch back, though. If this guy leaks at full, I want him to do 18, not 24. I think we'll kill 60. Yeah, we'll do 60. So I'm going to torch back here. We go up, and we torch our lad. Boop. Goodbye, Titan's Gratitude. Good job. Cool. Look at this. 4 upgraded of these things is a nightmare. Alright. I could stop top floor. I have the Ice Storm in hand, or I can kick the Ice Storm and put it into Arcus. I'm always going to Rage front. It's a lot of value. He gets 14 damage out of it. He goes to 30. At 30, he kills both of this front dude. Right? Yeah. Which means Tethys swings into the back. It dies in... It's pretty close, actually. It could die in one round. Always draining Arcus here. It doesn't matter what I kick. I think I kick the Torch. Torch is pretty good. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna Frozen Lance up here. Puts this thing at 42. The Rage puts him at 14, so 30. Is that right? 7 Rage is 14 more damage. That's a true statement. Yeah, 7 Rage is 14 more damage. Oh yeah, because it goes to 10, of course. So it is 30 by 2. So it never gets to a point where these Frozen Lances represent anything. So here, I'm going to do Frozen Lance back then. Good, right? Because that swings through now. I may as well incant. 1 Ember for this Quill Marksman. 0 Ember, 0 Ember. 2 Ember for the Ice Storm on bottom. I'm willing to accept the damage here because it's only 1 swing. Right, actually I need to make sure this Clip Guardian lives. I need Trains through her to die. Yeah. That's a weird one. Right, because do the math here. 10, 6 is 16. We actually lose the Trains through perfectly here. So that means I kick back the Ice Storm. That is an incant on middle, by the way. It's unfortunate. We kick back the Ice Storm, so I can Ice Storm this dude, no problem. Cool. Take armor. Incant. Incant, and I keep the sap rolling. Oh no. I guess I can still play the Titan's Gratitude for an incant. Sure, why not? Cool. And now our buddy should be dead. Great news. Excellent. I actually kill this guy? Huh. If I can plug 300 into Arcus, I feel pretty good. He's only doing 10 damage. We're going to get a lot of rounds. I don't need this important work. I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist here. Yeah, cool. Do the math. Crystallis is in kill range. Cool. Armor, good. 100 armor, solid. Frostbite is good. This is what, 26 and then 52 and then 22. We should kill a 105 if we're killing a 104 this turn. So we will Flash Freeze. We will do 300 damage into him. Excellent. And we will drain him. Down to the zeros. Our Train Steward dies. Okay, we have navigated the stupidity of this run. We see the other Ice Storm. Yeah, these hands looking solid. We'll just kick back the important work for now. Take the incant. We're gonna always Ice Storm. Hell yeah. I already kill. Take more damage then. Take this torch up here. Yeah. I'll take the incant on the unnamed tome. Sure. Drain. He goes to 0. Cool, and we get it. Like, this is a very low damage floor, but when you have all of this sap, you're okay. Get out of here. I guess I'll play the important work, right? Get out of here, bud. Yeah, take more drain. Cool, yeah. 18 sap is enough to win this. With this crappy floor. We have answered Relentless in a very stupid way, but it is enough. If I see an Endless on that imp, I think we actually get through this nonsense. What you got for me? Yo, Spike at the Stygian is just an infusion of sap with whatever Ember I have left over, and it goes away. I could reasonably take Reinforce, but it's expensive. Spike is good, though. I'm worried about extra rage. I mean, that was only, what, 18 sap? It's not a lot. This is a good spike. I'll take it. It's fine. It goes away. Now the real question. Do I dupe? Do I take space here, or do I just... Was that enough to win? That looks a lot better if I see Endless. What if I miss Endless? What if I miss Endless? This is a tough one. Basically, I'm reading the tea leaves. There's like 3 endgame floors I could have. I could dupe the Rail Beater, have 2 of them, right? And then I could use the Welder Helper into the Fledgling Imp with Endless. Clear the floor. In that case, I want space. I think that's a little overkill, but yeah, that exists. What if I miss Endless? Think about, what does the end game look if I miss Endless? If I miss Endless in 2 shops, and I go left, if I also miss the second multi-strike, that's really bad. That's really bad. I think if I miss Endless in the next shop, I have to cut my losses and go to the right and dupe Ice Storm again. I need the density really badly. Okay, I think that's correct. 3 of them in a redraw is powerful. Yeah, true. Never draw here, is it? Could it be draw? Draw's really good, actually. Draw is what... No, that's absolutely correct, right? Draw is what I take if... Yeah, draw is what you take if you... Moment of thought. If I see Endless, I want Ember, maybe? I'm always playing 1 Ember on the Imp. The Imp doesn't die every turn. If I see Endless here, I go to the Merchant of Magic. Maybe I see a holdover for that important work, and that kind of answers my problem. Otherwise, the Imp never dies enough. I could just not infuse the Imp in that case, and use it for Rage scaling, and use Sap to protect Tethys with Fortify. That's a scary line. I don't think I dupe Railbeater in any of these worlds. I'm basically cycling through the endgame floors, and I don't think there's a world where I'm duping Railbeater. I don't think this dude, even with a second multi-strike, is more valuable than another Ice Storm. And if I'm never duping Railbeater, it's never space, so we X that out. Okay. And then the question becomes Ember. Ember is stupid if I miss Endless. It does nothing. With Conduit 1, all my spells are free on this floor. I haven't seen anything that's big. So as long as I kick with Cheater's Hand, and so I have Ice Storms on the right turns, then fine. I really want some more removals. Hopefully I hit that Steel Shop. Okay, so Endless is only good if I see... Ember is only good if I see Endless on the Imp. If I miss Endless on the Imp, it doesn't matter. If I see Endless on the Imp in the next shop, and then I go to the right, and I see Holdover, then I didn't need Ember. I could also potentially see an Ember solution in the form of the Trinket Shop at the end of the run. Potentially. I'm not seeing a Horde... Right, so I'm not seeing a Horde at all, so it's basically this Trinket Shop. And that is predicated on this 400 gold trial being good. That's pretty low chance then of seeing, some kind of an Ember solution. If I spend an Ember every turn of my 3 on Fledgling Imp, am I worried? If I'm playing my spells on floor, no. If I'm playing my spells off floor, maybe. I think I need to take the draw for a lot of reasons. I think I need to take... Oh, but I am... let's say I see Intrinsic. Drain costs 1 now. If I'm playing Drain on Holdover and Fledgling Imp on Endless, I have basically no Ember to work with. That's tough. Now that is tough, because that requires 1, I see Intrinsic, 2, I see Endless. If I see Intrinsic and Endless, I could still reasonably just put a -1 into the Drain and use Cheater's Hand to kick back Tethys until she's playable, which is cool. I think it's draw. I'm locking in draw. My deck is thick. I think I have enough flexibility without it. This may bite me. The problem is, it depends so much on things that haven't happened yet, whether or not Ember or draw is good. And Ember is better if my deck becomes really good. So if I see the Endless, if I see the Holdover, if I see the Intrinsic, then we're cruising. If I see all that stuff, I'm pretty confident we win. If I don't see those things, then Ember is less useful, and I'm in a worse position. So to improve my deck's floor, I take draw. Yes, and that is the most important thing. I could still lose here, but I think we have a winning line right now. I just have to find some of my upgrades, just something. Please, Monster Train, something. Okay, so we take draw. Oh my gosh, this is the worst. I go left, I have to go to this steel shop 100%. Yeah. Forgotten boons. Show me endless, cowards. Quick is not it. I get one reroll, please, and you know, multi-strike, it's something. Okay, we missed already. That is an acceptable response. It's Chillwind 2 here. I need a stronger, relentless scaling plan, and I have no spells that cost 2. Yeah, thanks, Chillwind. Let's go. 7 HP. Frickin' A. Alright, we take the multi-strike. Maybe I see, I don't know, some kind of an overflow here. This run. Dudes, this run is the worst. You know, I've been thinking a little bit. What if there was an endless in this steel shop that I didn't re-roll for because I had to buy the large stone to not die on ring 1? If you've seen this combat run by other players, someone tell me, has anyone re-rolled this steel shop on ring 2? And if so, what was in it? Because if that is an endless, I'm going to be mad. Ugh. I mean, there's no way. I think my line is the only line that doesn't get you killed there. There's just no other way. And you didn't have any other money, so it is what it is. Yeah, we take this multi-strike. It's something. It also makes me feel a little better about not duping him, right? He just hits another time is similar. Yeah, fine. Alright, I don't know what this event could be, but be something good. Yeah, refractions, okay. I don't think this really matters. It doesn't... Oh my god. 5 Space Train Steward. This guy's got good stats. No. It's tiny into Rail Beater. It doesn't matter. This absolutely does not matter. The one thing, though, is I could now dupe him. He is an option for duping here. We take 3 space on the floor. I can play the imp still. I should do... This is at least something. Unlike this, I can't ever dupe him. He's never an option. This just gives me the option. I could put it in the Train Steward to make him small and fit him on the floor, but that's stupid. I'm not going to do silly things on a run that's this close. I'll take this minor refraction. Fine. This is the correct choice here. He has overflowed. Fine. So we have tiny double multi-strike rail beater. That's pretty solid. Like, I'm cool with that. I was really hoping for Endless in this shop because it makes the decision of where I go on ring 8 so much easier. But without that, what the hell do I do here? I have to give up because the only good thing that this shop could show me is Endless. I have to give up, which means I remove the important work. Oh man, this is unfortunate. Oh man, okay. Well, gross. Gross, gross, gross. Do I take the money? No. Maybe? No. I go right. I would rather dupe the Ice Storm for density and then take the 10 in the temple. Maybe it's intrinsic. Because I'm not replaying the imps at this point. There's no way. They're just one-offs. My only rage source is Dark Deal. I guess it's something. Our Relentless sucks. It's basic, like, oh my god, do I just lose to waves? Maybe. I have to dupe this Ice Storm to not lose the waves. And the Spell Shield waves are going to be the absolute worst. Those are the 2 scariest waves, yeah. I have to plan around surviving them. They're actually harder than the Divinity and Seraph at this point. How do I answer spell shield waves? Maybe they show me an Inferno? I mean, that would be too easy. It would be too easy if they showed me an Inferno. What can I do for that? Something AoE? Look at the logbook. Something AoE. Spell. Can't be Vent at this point. Is there another AoE? I mean, of course, Inferno is an answer. Nothing there. Okay, what else? Stygian. It needs to do spell damage. Is there anything else? I mean, there is my own Ice Storm, I suppose. Another Ice Storm. Play 2 of them. That's rough. Maybe I should have taken that Titan's Tooth, huh? Deal 5 damage. Is the throw on this run not taking the Titan's Tooth from ring 4? I don't know, man. That's tough. Didn't sound correct to me at the time. I don't get Endless on this run. I should not overcommit to Endless. It will kill me. Yeah, and I'm scared enough of the Divine Boons, and I don't need the shards because I have my line. Dupe Ice Storm. Because Ice Storm is stronger than Railbeater here. Railbeater is just... he's here. It's fine. Without the rage, he's so bad. I guess he'll have some. This run is awful. I hate this run. I'm not having fun. This is like... they need to buff this stupid champion and so that it doesn't just die on ring 2. And they need to buff Demon Fiend, and it just makes me mad. Alright, these are all the decisions I can reasonably make here. Yeah, that's it. We save our money, and we move on. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Spikes. This is Winged Horde, which is actually the worst one they could have shown me. Spikes kills Tethys. I can't lose Tethys. Do I not play Tethys? I can't take the money? I have to play Tethys. Otherwise I leak the heavies, like the Dark Wings on this floors. I can't take this trial. I can get Train Steward on the floor now. Funny. I can't take this trial. That's doomed. To be fair, there were a lot of trials I couldn't take here. Actually, I think Heaven's Seal would have been the one we could have done the most comfortably. But... yeah, I can't take this trial. I think this trial kills me. Because Tethys, I have to play her. She is an important component of my run. And she kills herself on spikes too fast. It's like spikes 5, man. Even with Fortify, we don't keep up. Yeah, I skip. Trial. Oh, that's so unfortunate. So I have like no money walking into ring. That ring. Spike of the Stygian. Like, I'll kick that, sure. Hold up. What am I playing? I blow up the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's fine. I could Frozen Lands and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're fine. He has 10 life. It's cool. That is a line. So I will kick this. My 3 Ember is Railbeater, Ice Storm, Frozen Lands. Sure. Seems good. Right. Frozen Lance, followed by Ice Storm. Oh, right, technically he has 7 life because it does 61. Oh no. What do we have? I always Crystallis mid. I do need this money at least. I can Flash Freeze the middle Wilt Wings and it dies in 2 rounds. That's good. Alright, so it's Flash Freeze, Crystallis for 2 Ember. I will kick back the Fledgling Imp here. I'd like to play it on a turn to preserve its rage whenever possible. Our Frozen Lance is an incant here. Crystallis mid is good. Flash Freeze here, it dies in 2 floors. And I take the Titan's Gratitude for an incant. Alright, what do we have? These torches are good. I think next turn is my Fledgling Imp. It'll die on the Dark Wings. Chump blocking the hit. Yeah, so we kick Fledgling Imp here. Cool. Let's see. I really want to Frozen Lance here, but I don't think I can. One of these torches... Actually, no. This Dark deals really high value into him. Do I drop the Drain? Maybe, actually. Pick it up for the Relentless phase. I should draw around, technically, at this point. Yeah. So here's my thinking. If I Dark Deal here for some damage, the Fledgling Imp carries an extra amount, and then this Rail Beater does enough to probably clock the Dark Wings. Definitely the Dark Wings, but maybe also the Gilded Wing if I can clear these front three. So then my Ember here becomes Torch into the back, for sure. It kills both of the back lines, and then the double Frozen Lance on bottom, Dark Deal up top. Yeah, that is good. I'm not scared of this man. If he were upgraded, I might be dropping these unnamed tomes on him. But I want to save this tome if at all humanly possible, because it's going to matter later in the combat. And it's Frozen Lance. Yeah, I dropped Drain. I think that's correct, actually. We can't self-ping with this torch it's throwing. Fine. Now, if I'm correct, that is enough damage. It sure is. I could... Hold up. Imp? Important work, and we put Big Steward on the floor? Yo, Big Steward is about to be part of my endgame plan here. In an unbelievable twist. We also see the Ice Storm, which is a miracle of nature, I think. Yeah, that's a good draw. We'll call that a good draw. Yeah, so here, the Imp is free thanks to important work. No Ember Drain. I play 1 on Train Steward, 2 Ember left. I think I blow up. I then 2 Ember left, Frozen Lance, Ice Storm, middle, and we cleared the Gilded Wing, which is huge. Which means I kick Crystallis here, so I can play it on this Dark Wings later. Okay, reasons. Armor. Order matters. Fledgling Imp first. Important work. I guess we see the stupid Crystallis again from that. Steward goes in. Big Stew. Frozen Lance. He's doing what? 32 and then 64, 64? That's what? 32, 64, 64. That's what, like 32 and 128? Yeah. So that's 160. He's doing 160, and then this does 90? That's 250. We come pretty close to killing. I don't think we need to risk it. I'm just thinking because Ice Storm bottom cleans the whole wave up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, almost clears the whole wave. And I could Crystallis middle instead. Putting it to 255. That does kill him, right? It's interesting. I can draw solutions for bottom, though. I have a lot of things I'm going to be redrawing. So we'll just commit to the line that cleans it up the best. So Frozen Lance, Ice Storm, Crystallis for an incant. And we're cool. Wow, that is the floor. Double Ice Storms, though, so this is just free. I play Ice Storm middle, Ice Storm bottom. And then incant up top. So I guess I kick the Welder Helper, I suppose. It doesn't really... I don't need him for anything. Sure. I will armor up Rail Beater, I think. I could reasonably armor up our boy Train Steward, but I think he's just going to die before Relentless even happens, and I'd rather the armor for Relentless. So, okay. Bottom floor first, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, we're good. Fine. Ice Storm. Fine. Incant. Incant. Thank you, Ice Storm's extremely cool. Good Dark Deal turn. I guess I can keep kicking. Actually, I want to kick the spike here. Yeah. Dark Deal, strong. Cool. I will Frozen Lance middle, for sure. I'll just take incants. And then, I don't know, Welder Helper can go die. I don't want to see him anymore. Okay. We now need to start the drain. Obviously, it's not going to matter a lot. I ended up not needing the Unnamed Tome for another wave. Yeah, and the other thing is that, like, I don't care about putting this Welder Helper in. There's no way I can actually reduce the general to a point where it does not swing hard on me here. But I will try. Okay, what do I return? It's still the spike. I can put the spike on Relentless for big value here, because my other cards will be free. Yeah. Crystallis clears the front. I'll just save the Unnamed Tome for what? I'm just going to burn it for an incant. Yeah, fine. Crystallis clears 2. Good. 1 Ember is always drain here. Crystallis is therefore the most damage, does 50. Yeah. Yep. Let's play Drain first. It could hit one of my targeted spells. Ah, shame. It's fine. Okay. I actually could send the Imp for value. Kind of weird. I always redraw. Because this Imp does nothing. What a weird one. This is actually a really good... I kept this because this is a really good spike turn, right? I do important work here. I drain first, so it hopefully doesn't hit the spike. Good. I take incant, 3 additional sap. Incant. Not bad. We're close. Just send the deadweight. I don't need to have it. We're fine. Oh yeah, we're super fine. We get there. We do Ice Storm, just send cards. Train Steward apparently mattered. Yeah, alright. Thanks, Tethys, by the way. What a terrible floor. Wow, this is so terrible. Yo, Titan's Tooth, actually, though. I was just talking about that spell shield. The problem is, I only Conduit 1. I guess I'm going to a magic shop. I could put -1/-1 in it. Maybe it gets hit by the discard cards I don't have. This run is awful. This run truly is abysmal. I think I have to go right. I really want an Endless, but there's no guarantee I see Endless here. And if I miss Endless on the left, I just lose. Yeah. Yeah, left and missing Endless is a loss. 100%. I'm going to take Titan's Tooth. I think the only question I have now, thanks to, the interaction of flying bosses and sap, is how do I not lose to big waves, to big scary waves that have spell shield? And this is truly the only answer. Guardian's Amulet's fun, but it doesn't answer my problems. So we take Titan's Tooth and we're fine with it. I could take a Pyre Chomper. He's not bad. Pyre Chomper on a random turn lets me do a lot. I don't want my deck to be this thick. He helps a lot, though. Does he? Does he really? Actually, Rage Serum helps a lot. It's 2 armor. goes away, and my poor rage is so bad. I don't know. I mean, Rage Serum is probably it. It is a fine card. I need another source of rage. Yeah, I'm going to take this. This is bad. I'm like, my scaling is awful. We go right. Commit. Commit. What do you got for me? Let's see what we have. No, we don't see the intrinsic. I see Spell Chain. What would I Spell Chain here? Spell Chain Dark Deal is not bad. I need to be very careful about shards. No, I don't. What is this, Sap Seraph? Is this Sap Seraph? What is his scaling like? Let me see if I can remember offhand. So, he gets, I think it's in, what is it? Multi-strike? Yeah, okay. Yeah, he gets multi-strike with high shards. So the real question is, when does he get them? I think he gets a multi-strike every, what is it, 75? Yeah, so if I go, and as long as I stay under 150, I don't think I can get to 150 anyway. I just kind of go ham on shards here, I think, actually. If it gives me value, it's worth it. 10 in piercing into a Titan's Tooth. Maybe. It's funny to think about. Okay, first off, let's look at the shop. What do you got for me? Founding Seal. I mean, I guess there was technically a, Vapor Funnel maybe. There is technically Incant on this run. I have Gain Armor 2. It's kind of sad. Icicle Fracture. No, I mean, Icicle Fracture's not bad. Just freeze more stuff. Play everything then. Holdover. Oh man, if only I could hold over Dark Deal. My scaling actually gets really, really good then. Okay, hold up. Wait a second. Dark Deal, Spell Chain, Holdover is humongous scaling? That's 14 rage a turn? Okay, hold up. We actually get a good scaling plan here. First things first, -1 into this drain because I missed intrinsic. 100%. Yeah. This is the first thing. That is my -1. Okay. We actually might be here. We might have this. Let's think. I'm not... First rules. The rule is I'm not scared of Seraph's waves. I'm going to have a third Ice Storm. If I'm not scared of Seraph's waves, I don't really care what my shard count is, as long as I don't give Seraph another multi-strike. True statement. Second true statement. I can use Cheater's Hand to send back Tethys until I see Drain. So I never lose Tethys on the Divinity, on top floor. Good, yes. Okay. Those are all true. With those in mind, what do I do here? I take this 10 in piercing, for sure. I actually don't put it on the Titan's Tooth because I want it to break spell shields. That's the whole reason I have it, which is hilarious to me. I don't think this 10 in piercing gives a lot of value. Is there a +10 in this shop, actually? There is. So it does give some value? Because I can +10 and then +10 in piercing the Titan's Gratitude for another big density spell. I can kind of go ham here, right? I'm gonna... The other lock it in, we're not buying a trinket. No. My money, I have very little and I'm buying holdover. So, yeah. Yeah, and let's talk about this holdover. I was worried about my scaling. Holdover Dark Deal is good, right? It's just good. That's 7 rage a turn, and it only costs 3 armor. If I kill most waves with spells, we don't take a lot of damage. I could also use this as a ping, technically, which makes it better in a Seraph than on Divinity. But I could also realistically use it to ping off spell shields in an interesting twist. It's a little gambly because if I miss with the Ice Storm, then I have just given 7 rage to an enemy, and that's terrifying. The other nice thing here is that Conduit 1 makes this free if I spell chain it. So I get 14 rage. That's a lot of value. I am a little concerned about his survivability in this line. Right? He only has so much armor, and he only gains so much armor. Huh. I think the dupe is always Ice Storm. This card is just unbelievable. And I no longer need the infusion because I missed Endless. Yeah. This card is incredible. It answers basically a wave. As long as the wave does not have Spell Shield. Yeah, we dupe this. Okay. Okay, that's 20 shards. I can do something here with these other 25 and feel pretty good about it. So I go to 120. The holdover. This is tough. I could hold over the Titan's Tooth. Can I ever play my hand down to Titan's Tooth drain every turn? And then guarantee the hit? I need to think a little bit, because Dark Deal on holdover is a lot of rage, but I'm actually concerned about Railbeater's survivability. I need my incants to not be killing him. It is only a 3 damage ping on him, but it's a little spooky. I could just spell chain it and then, you know, play it whenever I see it, and that is enough to keep me above ground. With Sap, we should easily clean up these long combats as long as I play Sap every turn on the boss. In which case, the holdover is potentially better in a better thing. Titan's Tooth. Pretty good, actually. I can give it a -1. I can reroll the shop and give it a -1, go to 2 Ember. So on turns where it matters and I can't hit it with Drain, I can just play it and then finish with Drain, and then play everything else on my Tethys floor. This might be it. This answers the one last question I have about this run, which is, how do I actually kill the waves? The Frostbite 10 represents 19 damage over 2 floors if played on bottom, which kills anything with 15, unless there's a healer on the floor, but at a minimum it clears the spell shield, which was my main concern. And then sometimes it plays for free thanks to Drain. Huh. It's kind of an interesting one. I was very excited about the Dark Deal, but I think this is a bait. It makes my Relentless kind of crazy powerful. Right? I think we get, what, 11 turns on Seraph? That's what? Assuming I draw a turn 1, 33 Sap into a multi-striking Seraph, which easily clears. I think I do want to spell chain the Dark Deal, actually. So I get, twice as many casts of it. But I don't think holding it over is correct. I'm going to hold over the Titan's Tooth. Yes. Hold over Titan's Tooth and give it a -1. Shame there's not a -2 in that shop. I would buy it. Yes. I will do this. It's +10. Just make Crystallis hurt more. I'm re-rolling 125. I already saw holdover. Double stack would not help. I don't freeze anything. I don't remove consume anything. So I don't have to care about what's in this big slot, so I will buy this +10. Just into a good spell. A good spell. Titan's Gratitude is a good spell. Yeah, Titan's Gratitude is a good spell. I'm going to give it the 10 in Piercing, which puts this at 125 with Piercing, which solves an upgraded Steel Wings, which is a big number. Yes. Yes. Reroll. Yeah, I don't care about double stack. Nope. -1 now goes into Titan's Tooth. As promised, the +10 now goes into one of my Crystallis. Could be Flash Freeze. That is 21 on a turn. It means this thing just kind of kills Light Wings. It's pretty good. I think it's better on the Flash Freeze than it is on the Crystallis here, so we'll do that. Okay. And I buy everything here. And then Piercing into Titan's Gratitude. Puts it over 100, which is the perfect number for something with Piercing. It's better than into the Crystallis, right? Because this is only 70, which means it never clears a Steel Wing. 100 is the number you want to hit with a Piercing spell. I mean, unless you're doing 25, right? Because with 25, that's enough. Yeah, lock it in here. We're at 100 now. I could stop, but I think the spell chain provides enough value that I want it. It is important scaling so that our Relentless sucks a little less, and maybe we actually kill a unit. Yeah. 120, it's just gonna have to be fine. 60. Nothing matters. Look how doomed this run is. No relics, except your starter. This run has been abysmal, but I'm glad you watched it with me. Hopefully we can navigate this. Alright, Seraph. 120 out of 100. I'm a little concerned, but it's just gonna have to do. I can't buy anything, right? Right. 32 cards in my deck. I'm glad I took double draw. Let's go. This run is a nightmare. I'm just solving problems constantly. This could be the seed that wins. The seed that beats me. This start is hellish. Turn 1 Drain is legendary. Turn 1 Crystallis is good. This is a really good draw. I play Tethys, Tethys, Railbeater, or Welder Helper. I kill it with Crystallis. I ping out my Imp here for free. Drain is free, so I kick back Ice Storm here. Yeah, we kick Ice Storm for now. Yes, lock it in. Cool. It's good getting some Frostbite going as well. That'll clear the damage shield off of him. Yeah, and like I thought, 3 multi-strike, he gains the 1 from 75. But he did not gain a 4th because we didn't go high enough. I can't save Ember Drain. Yeah, it's fine. Welder Helper in play. Welder Helper dies. Crystallis. And we start sapping the boss. Cool. Until I see Rage, we're gonna get nothing out of Railbeater, sadly. Oh, every turn is just gonna be a hyper-think, isn't it? I see 2 Ice Storms on this turn. What's my play? I just kill this Light Wings here with... Yeah, I kill the Light Wings with the Frozen Lance. There's an argument for playing Train Steward bottom with a Ice Storm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Train Steward kills and it baits a turn of Seraph. And it also means that I don't have Seraph come top with this Dark Wings, which I think matters. So think about the Ember here. That's 2. That's all my Ember. If that's what's going to be, then I need to kick back Ice Storm here. Yes. Train Steward. Ice Storm. Good. The Incant. Seems fine. Seems fine. I'll save the spike. Keep the sap rolling, yeah. Cool, he goes bottom. Perfect. Does kind of suck because of, you know, the harvest. At least it's not an upgraded Dark Wings. I had a feeling it wouldn't be because We get him up top, but that's okay. I can play all of these spells and this imp, so I don't really care what I kick back. Yeah, Frozen Lance will kick back. Cool. Armor, Rage Serum, Ice Storm, Fledgling Imp. He dies, we still get it. I only play one Frozen Lance because I want him to kill my imp. Sure. Sure, bud. And we keep the sap on Seraph. Alright, I hope I see another Ice Storm. We get another free round in the Seraph here, which is good. I wish I had been able to remove important work. Ice Storm, very good. Clobbers the hell out of middle. Good. Very good. I have the ability to ping out this Light Wings. Good. What do I kick? Truly, it can just be the important work. It's essentially unplayable. So the only question is, do I have enough Ember for all the other things that matter? Ice Storm goes middle because, holy crap, if that goes up, I lose. Okay. Yeah, Ice Storm middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just tank it on the Dark Wings and it's fine. Cool. Yep, I'm always going to Frozen Lance up top. So that's one Ember locked in. I can Titan's Gratitude bottom, assuming I don't get hit with Drain. We can play everything. Yeah, we can play everything. So I'm just going to kick back important work. It's fine. Frozen Lance up top. Ice Storm middle, lock it in. Oh, nice. We actually killed the Dark Wings. That's pretty good. I want to take the Drain first because it's the most important spell. And it maybe misses the Titan's Gratitude, right? Good. If I play this bottom, this does what? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This floor has more HP than I can reasonably do in a single Ice Storm, which I'm not even seeing anyway. But I do see Titan's Tooth next turn, so I can clear the Shade Wings. So I reasonably just ping the Light Wings here. And then I send Titan's Gratitude on bottom. Sure, I'll take that damage. That's good. We gotta worry about sap again now, sadly. Alright, Dark Deal is gonna keep my Rail Beater afloat. I need to Titan's Tooth middle. Let's see, I could reasonably torch something. We do redraw here. I have seen all of my cards that matter. It truly doesn't matter what I kick then. I just kind of kick the important work. It's fine. Yeah, so this is actually great, right? Because I'm going to play Drain on Seraph, and maybe it hits Titan's Tooth at some point. Look at that, spell chain value. Oh boy. Good doing damage. These are both still the same. They are the same. We kill them. I don't want to take 15 here. I'm going to kill the one on bottom now. Because I have 2 Ember? Yes. So it doesn't matter anymore, right? It doesn't matter. Fine. Cool. He goes top. This is the scary wave. What we got? I see an Ice Storm. Good. We just keep kicking bad things. Yeah, fine. Ugh, we're getting a lot of upgraded Gilded Wings, which is a problem. It's always Titan's Tooth up here. Just lock that in. Is it Ice Storm up here? I really want to do it middle. I might not draw it next turn. Let's see, right? If I do Helical Crystallis, it's 1, 2. I don't like doing the Ice Storms on the Seraph floor. If I play this, we kill the back. And so I only realistically risk this Gilded Wing. We're going to play the cards that I know I want to play. so I'm always playing Ice Storm, but Titan's Tooth up here. Yes, lock that in. Okay, cool. Let's see, he's doing what? 28 by 3, which means he's hitting at 28 and then 56. He's doing 84. If I can get this thing under 84, 95. Do I get there? Hold up. This is 13 and 50, 63. That's good. That is very good. Which lets me do Ice Storm middle. I don't mind this happening because it means Tethys is swinging into the Gilded Wing for the Frostbite. So she's gonna have, this thing's gonna have 29. It goes up wings once, takes 40, 145, 29. We get there, it dies, I think. I'm pretty confident it dies in one swing. I'll take a 10 here. Yeah, fine. Let's Ice Storm middle. Huge value, and we sap Seraph. Sap Seraph. Or sapping sap Seraph. Yeah, one hit. I'll take that trade. Okay, that is the last round of sap, and all of my units are still attacking. We also see the Ice Storm, which is excellent. Let's play out. This important work goes away. Actually, the spike matters more now. Yeah. It's just Titan's Tooth up top, for sure. And then Ice Storm middle. Yeah. If I Titan's Tooth bottom, it does deal with this Shade Wings, who's potentially a concern. I will see one more Ice Storm before the end. I think it's just Ice Storm top. No. No. I can't do that. I think that is throwing. Yeah, we clear. I lose HP, or armor rather, but truly I think it matters, but it's fine. We Ice Storm middle now. That looks good. I take incants then to offset the armor loss. Sure. We drain Seraph. Okay. Relentless. Hold the spike for sure. Fortify. This represents this is an important Titan's Tooth on middle here. Thank you, Dark Deal. Extremely cool. I knew that wouldn't get there because it doesn't cross over. I accept another 10 here. We play Titan's Tooth middle. This means that the Titan's Tooth on top floor now kills the Shade Wings. I'll take the incant here. Doesn't matter, he's under 40. Fine. I could stop damage, but I am more worried about Relentless here. So we're gonna do damage to Seraph. And just accept that hit. Fine. Yeah, see, this looks really bad, but it is in range. I will Ice Storm the hell out of Seraph's floor here. We may actually clear most everything. Cool, so I kick back Spike still. I always Titan's Tooth up here. Yeah. Armor. Do I? I think I actually Ice Storm up here. And I Titan's Gratitude here. Maybe it hits Titan's Tooth. Yeah. Cool. Great news. I will leave that. I first play Drain and hope it hits a good thing. Good hit. Good news. And I'm just going to take the incant for Unnamed Tome here, and I blast this man for 125. Sure. We do it. Wow. In an unbelievable turn, we do enough damage here Huh. Truly unbelievable. He doesn't even swing. Okay. 24 sap. Turns out that's enough for Chillwind Tethys to get through this. Okay. We traded 20 Pyre HP here, but we get through Seraph. Alright, let's do it. Thank you. Thank you everything that I drafted in this cursed run. Whew, okay. That's one of the two battles. And now for the harder one. Alright, well at least I'm as good as the other two people on this run who made it this far. Just show me a good draw order. Make this easy for me. Don't make me answer hard questions. I do see Spike this turn. What did I get? I think I have to kick Tethys here. I can't risk the sap. This is only 3 sap, which goes to, at best, 5 if I don't play Rail Beater, which I think is throwing. So I actually kick the Spike here. Do I? Ice Storm maybe is better. Oh, damage shields, though. It's just going to eat them all on damage shields, sadly. Okay. It just eats it all on damage shield. In which case... We're always playing Rail Beater. Armor can go on Tethys here, right? Can I get away with playing only 1 Ember of Sap? That puts it, what, at 9? No, I can't do that. I have to kick Tethys. There's no way around it. I was doing the math. I was like, ooh, if I play Tethys and I give her Fortify, she has 12 life. She survives. And then the problem is I have to play Ice Storm off floor. But if I kicked Ice Storm, I would not play it off floor, and I would always draw it next turn. I would get 2 sap, 7. And then she would die next turn if I don't draw sap. No, we take the more obvious line. We kick Tethys here. Yeah. It's always Rail Beater. Fortify. Torch the back dude who's scary. And then we just send Ice Storm. That's awful. That's truly abysmal. We only hit 1 time, 2 times on an Apprentice of Light. This is... Ugh, Ice Storm. Okay, that wave is going to be a problem now. Still can't play Tethys here. We might lose off of this draw order. If I can't play Tethys next turn, then the answer is I should have removed more cards. But where the hell was I going to do that? I had to buy a large stone into a train steward, man. Oh my god, I can't play Tethys. She dies. Yeah, my gamble on the earlier turn would have killed me here. We do this. I don't know about this, guys. I just don't know. I have to play Dark Deal or I lose. I don't do enough damage here. I truly have to. And then I Frozen Lance away. What's my plan next turn if I don't draw any of my good cards? If I don't draw any of my good cards, I lose. What's better then? Pinging the damage shield or killing the Apprentice of Light? Or pinging off a damage shield on the Light Wings? I think it's actually just killing this Apprentice of Light, reducing incoming damage on Rail Beater. I would very much like him not to die. Show me a good card, please. Okay, we see Drain, we see some answers. Alright. With 3 sap, that is 6 reduced damage. I can almost play Tethys. 6 reduced damage. The problem is the spikes here. She kills herself on those spikes. Unless I hit another Fortify, but I've already hit both Fortifies. So I have to kick Tethys again. And not let her get swung on here. That sucks. That really sucks. Ember is now at a premium then. I think I did everything I could have done. The draw order is a tragedy. Seeing my drain on turn 3, there's not much I could have done. I had to draft these cards, and there was not enough gold or removals in the world to get me down. Like, what would I not take here? I think Dark Deal was critically important. Drain is critically important. Flash Freeze has done so much work. Fortifies, Frozen Lances were starters. Crystallis was a starter. These Ice Storms are the best cards in my deck. I could have not taken important work, but it was just it would have been a much stronger line if I had seen Endless by a lot. I could have, not taken like, these smaller spells, like Spike of the Stygian or Rage Serum or something. I don't know. I don't think my drafts were bad. Is this truly an unwinnable seed? It might be. Oh man, with full information, what would I even do differently? What would I actually do differently? I mean, it's not over yet, right? I could still, by some miracle, pull this out, but I don't think it's gonna happen, Chief. I just don't. We gotta kick Tethys. There's no way around it. I played a Rage Imp in the back. Oh my gosh, I need to be Ice Storming in these big floors. If I play at top, I'm throwing. Yeah, okay. The only thing that causes me to outright lose is not killing the Light Wings here. So I have to Flash Freeze the Light Wings and then send it on an Ice Storm. Okay, well, we probably lose it with that. I probably lose from that position. Yeah, probably. I just fully leak that man. He has melee weakness, I guess. Alright, finally, we can play Tethys, but we lose because I didn't hit. I just didn't hit. Alright, yeah, this run is abysmal. This run is truly the end times. I don't know. There was a draw order that I won here, but it did not happen. It just did not happen. I think I made all the right decisions. I'm open to discussion on what I could have done differently. There were like 7 different choices. You could have just YOLO'd the left side on Seraph, on Ring 8, and seen Endless just hit, but what if you miss Endless there? What if you miss Endless? You lose. Outright, you just lose. Yeah. Yeah, you just lose. Okay, so then let's think back. I mean, I'm basically dead on this turn. There's no way around it. I can play Tethys at long last, but losing Railbeater is the end. And I leak an entire wave. Well, I kill the Steel Wings at least. There is that, I suppose. But it's over. I die on this turn. Yeah, we die. So, okay. What could I do? What's different? The only things I can realistically think of is there's some way you can muscle through Ring 2 with the Trial without this Train Steward that's large. Oh, I didn't even draw. You know, like, any of these 4 cards in Railbeater doesn't die. What? Any of these 4 in Railbeater doesn't die. That is so cursed. So basically, I lose because I drafted this Rage Serum. Pretty much. So, I think there's 2 things you can do. One, find a way to take this Ring 2 Trial, because you need the Railbeater. He is the strongest line in this run by far. The Sirens would not be getting there. We're having to play way too many cards off floor to have a chance of winning. Yeah. Okay, so you re-roll this shot. Maybe there's something good in there. If there's like an Endless in there, that's good. If there's not, then I don't know, whatever. That's one. And then I guess just don't draft anything. Ditch the Spike and the Rage Serum, go 30 here. Read the tea leaves, don't take important work. I could be on 29 here. Yeah, I think those are the only ones realistically I could do anything about. Don't be on 29 cards. All my money had to be spent elsewhere. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll play it out, but it's hopeless. She's dead either way. I have to sap Divinity. It's over. Okay. Yeah, it's over. Was there any draw order that saves me here? I mean, yes. But replaying this does not do anything for me. Replaying this does nothing. I get one more turn, and maybe I stabilize with the Welder Helper. But this is so much incoming damage. It's so much incoming damage. What could I have done? There's no. I don't think there's anything with this bottoming. Even the Train Steward saves me here because he just eats this Light Wings hit and we stabilize. Maybe. This is what, 20? That's so much. That's so much. I mean, obviously, if I hit the Light Wings with the earlier Ice Storm, it would be better. But, like, not hitting Titan's Tooth in time, pretty cursed. So I had to know that Endless was not the line. I had to just know. I don't think you would have done that. I think replaying the seed with prior knowledge about the shops, I would just skip important work for sure. I think these cards are good though. Like, they're fine for my draws. I don't know. This has been 2.5 hours of a nightmare run, and I think I have to accept that this run is harder than I could manage through blind. This truly abysmal seed. Yeah, all right. All right, take me away. I'm so over this. I wanted to record 2 episodes, and it's already been my entire evening on this one run. It feels really disappointing going 2.5 hours and leaving you with a loss, but you know what? Them's the breaks. Take me away, Chief. Cool. Goodbye. Bop. All right, I'll go to the challenge, and we'll talk it through. That is. All right, run summary. Well, let's go to the challenge first. This is the Cursed Seeds line. Let's at least look. Okay, what did other people do? I want to see the people who got the highest score. What was your line? Icy Siliphyte. Who are you? Okay. Similar. You made it through more waves than I did. Ritual. Now you put a holdover on the Ice Storm. Probably better. Yeah, same idea. Yeah, same idea. I mean, you have to get through Ring 2. And you have to take that trial. Yeah, I think the trial is important. Reinforce, okay. This is a very different line. Some things I considered, very similar though, right? You actually saw relics. Because of the sweeper, you were able to take some of these mid-games, which was good. You actually took Ring 7's trial, which is strong. You could afford things, which is good. Yeah, I'm not sure what to recommend here. Like, the Tiresome Climb is nice. I considered it. But this is another case where, like, look how thick your deck has to be. You just don't have the space to be removing everything. You ended up with still 5 Frozen Lances. Both your Crystallis were in. What else was there? Both Fortifies were in. And you had to draft cards, right? Yeah. Interesting. Piercing Holdover Battering Ram. It's kind of an interesting line. You were looking for more armor, I suppose, so you could do the Reinforce. That's fair. That is fair. Relying on the Ice Storms to clear waves every turn. Pretty good. Yeah, it's tough, though. I don't really know the solution here. Maybe an Incant Armor 2 in the Icy Silphite could have gotten you there, but I don't know. This is tough. I mean, I'm glad to see there was another line here that was attempted, because I mean, I considered some of these things, but truly, truly rough. All right, let's back out and look at the other folks. I mean, for someone who blasts this in 34 minutes, that's pretty impressive. Mr. Hobo Joe friend, whoever you are, really impressed that you got through this in 34. I mean, I guess quick sweep. Unga quick sweep. You got blasted by the Divinity, though, sadly. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah. You got the right idea. Right idea, but you just don't scale survivability well enough is the big loss here. Yeah, you don't have the survivability. Maybe if you had... I don't know, you don't see great armor generation here, though. That's tough. That's very tough. Yeah, I mean, you would absolutely get bowled over. Actually, how did you do on Seraph? I guess you cleaned up on Seraph. Must have been a better draw order, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. And then our friend who died on Ring 6. I wasn't interested in what they looked at. Similar ideas. So it looks like you can get through Ring 2. Yeah, it looks like you can get through Ring 2 here. I think this happened here as well. Yeah, you get through Ring 2 without having to do the large stone, but you miss that trial. Yeah, I think you can muscle through that with without the trial, probably. Huh, yeah. Interesting. Okay, fair. All right, let's look at me. I've been thinking a bit. What kind of optimizations could I have made? All right, first off, I think prospectively taking the Consumer of Crowns, ambitious. Ambitious. It would have been nice to be able to play him. I could have done it if I had taken the Pyre Chomper. I think there was a world where Pyre Chomper comes into play, and then you play the Consumer, and he maybe slaps. I did see 2 multi-strikes on this run, so there's that. Okay, so there's that possibility. I don't think hindsight I would ever have made that decision, right? I don't think ever. There are improvements you could make here, but I don't think any of my decisions were intrinsically wrong, is kind of the challenge. Taking that Consumer prospectively, I think if I had found a Transcendimp somewhere and had found, yeah, Transcendimp somewhere, then I would have totally been able to play him. And it would have been good. So, prospectively, I think that was fine. Having to remove him meant I didn't remove like a Frozen Lance, which is a loss, a rough thing there. I think my draw order could have stabilized a lot better. I just got mega bowled over here on the draw order. Not much I could have done there. I had the answers too, but so really the answer is I needed to thin my deck somehow. And the only way I took every removal that was realistically possible. The only way I could have possibly improved this is by just not drafting cards. I had to think, what are the cards that did the least that I took? This spike actually was really important on a couple combats, so I think this was good for my line. I could have skipped the Rage Serum. Sure. Sure, I could have skipped Rage Serum. I think this was maybe the throw. So you skip Rage Serum. You don't take Consumer, so I can put a removal elsewhere. I guess Unnamed Tome didn't really pop off. It would have mattered a lot more if I had not died on wave 3 of the Divinity. Titan's Tooth mattered. Don't take important work. Read the tea leaves. Maybe get rid of the imps. The imps were fine though. Yeah, don't take important work. This is tough, right? Because I think important work is a correct pick if I'm hoping for the endless line so I can infuse Welder Helper into Fledgling Imp. I guess I could go the other way and just armor up Railbeater, but that's a problem because I need Tethys to not die on spikes, and she would have, even if I had done everything else perfectly. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. I think this run is the worst seed I've actually played in so long that I think this would end my streak for sure. I cannot imagine a line that gets me through this better. Yeah, I can't get through this better. And I feel bad because I spend so much time on this and I don't even bring you the victory. That is a disappointment. This is a terrible episode. Oh well. You know what? It is what it is. That puts us back on the 0-0 on the Cursed Seeds streak. So it is what it is. And that's all I'll say. I need to play a better run of Monster Train, though. This was an absolute nightmare. I did not have fun. So, all right, fair enough. Hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, give the video a like or a dislike if you want. I would dislike this one personally. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.